Hey everyone, welcome to Dave's Bonsai. On today's show, I decided to not talk to the camera.
Welcome to Bonsai Acres.
Welcome everyone as I work inside the passive solar green frame on an Eastern Red Cedar Yamadori that I collected just a couple years ago. A friend from the Minnesota Bonsai Society, Brandon, invited me over to a friend of his house who he takes care of a really nice, beautiful Japanese garden. I was able to dig up a couple of Yamadori, and this was one of them, an Eastern Red Cedar. And last year when I went to go work on it, I couldn't remember if it was a true clump style tree or just one tree. I buried it pretty low. Let's find out. I first had to get the tree out of the pot, and I realized fairly quickly that it was a one-trunk tree, not a multi-trunk. But the more interesting part of this repot was taking this tree out of this box. Now, boxes are amazing for growing trees faster, and they've got better airflow, and you can get much more root growth in a box. So don't be afraid to build some boxes. Look at the roots in this system. These roots were literally attached to the box. I had to go around with my hand, not the chopstick, and really pull off the roots from the corners and nooks and crannies of this box. Amazing roots. This thing did so well in the box. I figured next it would go into a colander and see if I can get the same results, because people talk so highly of the colanders. I had to decide what I was going to leave as far as branches on this tree now. So what I thought was a multi-trunk was a very bizarrely growing tree with multiple branches growing up from the bottom. Some on the inside, some just weird directions. So I cut a few off just to kind of see where I might go with this tree. So it was kind of an odd tree. I had to think about it for a while and what was I going to keep and take off. Then I decided to make a couple of gins after a couple of major decisions, really quite quick. I just thought I'd go for it and cut up some branches, make a few gins, and focus on the one main branch that had a really nice bit of movement down there, and just let this thing grow in the colander for 2 more years, back bud, get all healthy again, and then do this process all over again. It just wasn't going to look good with all those branches, I felt. I did leave the one branch with a couple of gins. We can adjust those as well once they dry off. I can crack them a little bit more, make them maybe a tad smaller. Trimmed up a lot more of the roots, made a good radial root pattern, got some roots off from the bottom, and got it ready to put into the colander. Watered it up, put some rocks into place, and really, that was the end of this work. So an urban Yamadori, the Eastern Red Cedar. It'll be fun to see where this one ends up. Sometimes it's just good to work on a tree and not have to worry about, well, the camera. Take care of you, take care of your bonsai, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Welcome to Bonsai Acres.